Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. SJ Pour here in the brewery at Little Face Brewing. What have I got going on today? Well, here's what I did. I've got a sample here of Spruce Tip IPA. We're going to set this bad boy right here out of the way for right now. It's still in your view, but not in the immediate view, because right now you got the view of the glory of SJ. Oh, mercy. Yeah, I may have laid that on just a little bit thick. Just saying. So I cleaned up the brewery this weekend. I did not get a brew day in. I was hoping to get a brew day in. But my main goal really was to get the brewer house clean, and which took some doing. And to keg up my Spruce Tip IPA. What did you just say, SJ? You said Spruce Tip IPA? Right there. That's what that bad boy is. That's what was in that fermenter right there. Now it needs to be cleaned. It needs to be cleaned. But it is in keg, in the Keezer, charging up. I have it set at about 20 psi. Yeah, maybe a little better than 20 psi. Sitting in here, what I've done is I've jacked up my CO2 and I turned down the other kegs. Right now there are 5 kegs in here right now. And I just threw some CO2 to the kegs, the other ones, and then shut them all off and just leave the one on. That way, as I pull beers out of here, if they start to slow down, I'll just turn the valve on a little bit, but the pressure is in there for the fresh beer. So that is going to be, what do they call it? It's scheduled, so that's next on deck. Actually, I have an open spot in the bar. I'm not so sure I want to keep this one out in the bar or if I want it out here. Haven't decided yet. What I'm drinking on right now is the Saison that I had up at NHC. It's a wonderful beer. Super easy to drink. Nice and spicy. Medium to light body. It can actually be a little lighter in body, but it's a dandy. I wanted to finish that off so we could taste that bad boy. So let me give her a quick rinse. Actually, there we go. Sanitizer. It's almost like an actual bar in here. Almost. I said almost. I would like to be able to get to a time or a place where I can have some folks over. That's coming. It's coming soon. We're getting close. I want to get the deck in the back done, and then we can start entertaining again. Let's get to this sample, shall we? Now, this was fermented out in that fermenter, ESS Brew Tech, and I cold crashed it for a little over a week. The original gravity on this was 1058. The final gravity on it is 008, fermented out with 05. So there you go. Not a bad looking beer. Not a bad looking beer at all, if I do say so myself. I'm not getting as much of the pine in the nose as I thought I would, but then again, this sample has been sitting out for quite a while. But it does have yeah, there's the pine. Oh yeah, there's the pine. This is Columbus, Chinook, I want to say some Cascade, and Spruce Tips. It's all about the pine, baby! Yeah, I'm getting that in there. Let's give her a taste. Oh, there it is. Oh, daddy! Wow. There's the pine. There's the pine. Oh boy. I'm going to have to throw some of these in bottle and send out to some folks. Oh yeah. So you get that Chinook right up front, the earthy notes. There's a slight hint of grapefruit in there, but more like grapefruit pith. And then all of the pine sap, we'll call it, is at the very end. What a nice beer. Nice malty backbone. Now this, I'm going to say, is a collaboration with a guy from our club, Dave. So Dave gave me this recipe. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Scabs. And I stuck to his recipe. I stuck pretty close to his recipe, as a matter of fact. I don't think I veered off of it at all. He's going to be pleasantly surprised when he has some of this bad boy. He is going to be, I believe he'll be happy. I think I've done him right. That is tasty. All right, so this is going to be a spring staple. As long as I'm living within this abode, and I can reach those spruce tips. Oh. That's good. This is going to be a staple here at Little Face Brewing. Wow, that would make a hell of a saison too. The pine resin is there at the end, which is super nice, but it mixes in real well with the malt backbone. So this right here is a fun beer. Wow, good stuff. Well, I need to get back to cleaning out this fermenter. I do have a brew day coming up this coming weekend, Labor Day weekend. I'm doing a brew for Scabs at an event in York City to show folks what it's like to brew beer. So that'll be out there for those of you in South Central Pennsylvania. Stop at Penn Park. I think it's September 4th. And stop in and say hi to old SJ. I don't believe I'm going to have any beers with me. I'm just going to be brewing. But what I'm going to be doing is a harvest ale. So stop by, throw a handful of hops in. Because that's this particular beer I'm going to brew on site is all about the homegrown hops, harvest time. So everybody that walks by, I want them to grab a handful of hops and toss them in the pot while she boils. So this ought to be interesting. Ought to be real interesting. All right, folks, that'll do it. This is SJ Port, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers. Dave, this is righteous.